So Angela Deem decided to crash Auntie Advice's live stream. So if you want to understand, at the time, Auntie's Advice was reacting to Seeking Sister Wife. And Angela Deem just wanted to pop along and then, have her say. So, Auntie's Advice was able to grab a first time exclusive interview, or should I say conversation with Angela Deem. So I started watching this and I was like, yo, hold on a minute. There's a lot of things being said here. So you know what? It's only right that I freaking react to it. But I will say this though, I will leave the link to Auntie Advice's video in the description, you know what I'm saying? So you can also check it out without, of course, my input if you want to do that, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said though, let's not waste too much time. Let's get into it, and most importantly, shout out to Auntie Advice for, happen to be the person that, got Angela on her channel so Angela could say her piece. Angela could say her side of the story. So Angela could then silence, I guess, maybe the haters. But let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time.
Oh, what in the whole hell?
It's me, the abuser.
Oh my God. So what made you jump over here?
Honestly, I can't say too much, but this was a mess, and it was a mess from the beginning. All I can say is, I get a lot of bashing, and it's okay. I signed up for this, but watching your content, because the way you worded your things, and you're just, from your point of view, you're looking at both, because like you said, you don't know what's true. I'm not allowed to speak about it. Obviously, he got to speak about it, but it's okay. But just hearing you, and I just appreciate you, because you're not on my side, you're not on his. You're just stating how you see it. And what you say is true. I did go to the car, but just having somebody not just bash me, and don't know shit about what's really going on, and to hear someone finally.
Why are you crying, Angela?
It's just so rewarding to know there's people out there.
Let me be careful about what I say, because, I don't want to be the person that's only going to bash her. You know what I mean? Okay, let's get into it. Why are you crying, Angela?
That's not, just there to make money off me. And, I'm a woman at the end of the day, and I have feelings. And because I'm a reality star does not mean that it's okay to take women down like this.
Using the good old I'm a woman card, just like you use the good old I'm an American card. Yes, Angela, we know you're a woman. We're not blind. But okay, let's continue.
So you feel like people are taking you down?
No, I just feel like you're just a real person, and you're not taking up for either one of us. And you're just. I'm so glad there's somebody coming out and making YouTube what it should be. They got it all trashy out here now. They go against the grain by just digging and just cutting people down, and they don't know nothing.
Well, I think that what we know is all that we know is what we saw, like on that video.
Yeah.
You and John. That's all that.
I just want to say that I can't speak for any other creator. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but how can I be cutting someone down if I'm reacting to what they've done on TV, and if I'm reacting to what they've done on social media? That is called reacting to what you're doing and what is displayed. If you don't like what people are saying about you based on the TV show alone, then don't be on TV. If you don't like what people are saying about you on social media alone based on how you're reacting on social media and how you're behaving on social media, or even generally in the public, well then guess what? Don't behave that way. Because you see, fair enough, people could react to you based on what they see on TV, and fair enough, maybe we can say that reaction is incorrect because it's just a TV show, right? But we are definitely not incorrect to react to what we see you do in public. Okay, the things that we've seen you do in public, the things that you do on social media, those things are 1000% real. None of those things has anything to do with the network. So really and truly, if you're that bothered about these things, then you got two options that you should take: leave TV, relax off social media, and behave yourself in public. There we go, problem solved. You ain't gotta worry about people cutting you down. But we'll pretend that you haven't been doing that to Michael, though. We'll just pretend you haven't been doing that to Michael.
That we know, right? And then we see TikTok, we see clips of what's going on, some of the things that you say, some of the things that
and I'm gonna always say things like that because that's me. I'm a strong woman. I have to, have that strong attitude, because I'm not gonna sit here and when people don't know what's going on and let them think they're getting to me. Of course people get to me. I'm a human, But at the end of the day, eventually it's all going to come out. And, even like when it came out, like I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't care. Like the 2022 cheating. Even when I proved he was cheating and I failed it, they still applauded him. Like, why do you applaud badness? You didn't applaud my bad behavior when I tore up his car. You didn't
No,
start me.
and ain't none of us appreciate that, Angela.
Exactly. And, you know, and Miss Vicky, I own my stuff. You know, I say no, and, you know, I own it. I mean, I own it. I'm not a liar.
Going back to that whole cheating thing, I guess Angela didn't catch wind of my video, but I remember that time I definitely did not applaud Michael cheating on you. I mean, the public did, you know, obviously people on Reddit and whatever, yeah, a lot of people were like, yeah, it's about time he got his own on you, da 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 da. But I remember myself saying something along the words of, listen, at the end of the day, Michael cheating is something that isn't going to work in his favor. But at the same time, though, the way Angela has treated him, who can blame him? But then also on top of that, Angela, let's not forget this, Michael sent texts to a woman, blah, 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 but the whole time you was legit planning going to Canada to meet a guy. Fair enough, you wasn't meeting him in any capacity that was anything more than friends, but you was literally going to go your way to spend your own money to go and see somebody. You see what I'm saying? And the funny thing about that is that little bit of the storyline that was exposed in the season you was on, that wasn't even brought up at the tell-all. The tell-all was all about just targeting Michael's behavior towards you. It was all about the cheating thing, blah, 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 blah. Which, of course, we did see Michael apologize for. I'm not saying that the apology is more than enough, but either way, though, I can definitely say that I definitely held Michael accountable for that one, know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's be careful who you're talking about now, dearie. But let's continue, Miss... I'm just a woman.
I do own it. Sometimes I get the best of me because, you know, I knew more than y'all knew and seen, you know, and I felt it and I knew he was cheating. And then I showed he was cheating. The girl sent me all the proof, you know, like what more cut down does a person has to give? Like the way you're telling your story is, it's not taking it from Michael, it's not taking it from me. You're telling what you've seen and what you've heard. And nobody out here does that no more.
Right. So let me ask you a question, Angela, since you on here, because I don't know if you want to communicate something to people or if you want to have a dialogue. No. But let me ask you this. If Michael was doing all of that cheating, because you've been with him for so long, Angela,
yeah,
why would you bring him over here? You did not suspect for 1 minute that Michael was going to come over here and do what he did.
No. I know. I know, Vicky, it sounds crazy. The stuff
That's a brilliant question and also a brilliant reaction. What? It's funny because she spoke about how she's a strong woman. Sorry, but correct me wrong, but isn't being a strong person, not just a woman, but isn't a part of being a strong person being able to identify when you know somebody's going to do you wrong? And also, isn't a part of being a strong person also identifying that maybe you should treat people in a certain way rather than the way you have been treating them as well? So much for being that strong woman that you claim to be, because really and truly, anyone that is strong, generally speaking, regardless of their gender, they would have definitely seen it coming. They would have been like, you know what, let me take a step back. But at the same time, though, let's run with the narrative that you didn't see it coming. And the only reason that I can think of that would make you feel like as if you didn't see it coming was the fact that you thought that you were so much in control of your relationship with Michael. You thought that he was probably going to be. You probably thought there was no chance he was even going to go bring you back because you was probably too scared to do it because you're the one that brought him to the States after all those years. So fair enough, maybe you had the confidence that he wasn't going to leave. He wasn't going to do no madness because, you know, you had controlled his life for such a long time. You thought, hey man, this guy is never going to leave because he's too scared. I mean, let's be real. For the most part, from what we have seen, you have displayed nothing but putting fear into the man's life. If anything, this is what I'm saying. But to be honest with you, let's just put that to the side for a second. The fact that you exposed him for cheating, you exposed him for being unloyal towards you, that was the best sign you was ever going to have that this man was never in it with you for you. He was in it for himself. And that's why this is not a surprise. So really and truly, you should have seen it then and there. But it is what it is.
Fine. I can't say too much when I get in trouble, but
you didn't
when you love somebody, and I really loved him. I did. I really did. And if people really knew, they thought I brought the drama to the show. I not once brought drama to the show. He did, and I confronted it. I was over here doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing. He was always knowing my movements, but he has lied from the beginning. And I can say that because it's showed on the show. When they want to talk about things I've done, well, let's see, how many times did I catch him in lies?
Okay, again, you caught him in lies, as you say you did. So why did you still stay with him throughout that time? Who stays with somebody that lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies that is allegedly a strong person? Strong people don't stay with people that lie to them. Strong people don't waste that time. They don't play those games. They bounce. They say, nah, you did me wrong. So I'm gone, I'm done, I'm dusted. They don't stick around and then still bring this person to the States. A strong person would have been like, I ain't going on no last resort because I'm getting divorced right now. So much for being such a strong person, right? I'm not going to say strong woman, I'm going to say strong person, you know what I mean? Let's generalize it that way, you know what I mean? Come on now.
I mean, so is it my fault because I think that he gets over here and he's away from, you know, them kind of people that he would be different? Yes, I did. I really call me stupid. I don't care what you call me.
You really thought that man was
Yeah.
going to be honorable?
My gut instinct, no, but my heart, because the thing that's shocking is that I'm finding out he never loved me anyway. But that's all I can say. But
Wait,
yeah,
I didn't think
and
so.
I know it's stupid. And I'm smart. And I can see other people's shit going. Are you kidding me? Did you really think that? But when it's yourself, and you're fighting against what you don't want to believe because you really took a lot of time and love, and you look. I'm the most talked about person on the show. I took it all. I didn't care. As long as I got my husband here, we fought. We got along. You know what I mean?
But Angela, there was something that you said in that interview, right? And you may not be able to talk about it, but you said it. Okay, you said that that Michael was running some kind of Yoo-hoo scam or something. You had found out.
I can't talk about it. Just stay tuned.
Okay.
Just stay tuned because I am not fired. I'm here to tell y'all.
Okay. Now, I was wondering whether or not you was fired because I saw that you
I'm not fired. I'm coming soon, and just pay attention to the episodes closely.
There we go. There's that confirmation that Angela is still a part of 90 Day Fiancé. And to be fair, I mean, as much as I hate to admit it, to be honest with you, this current season of Happily Ever After has been absolutely, to be honest with you, I hate to say it, but this season really does need Angela and Michael to really just bring up some energy because this season so far hasn't been anything. Yeah. I mean, how many memes have we seen of the current season? Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, listen, I've seen more memes of Love in Paradise than I've seen Happily Ever After, and Love in Paradise has only had one episode. I've already seen memes and everything and little conversations and whatnot on Reddit about that. You know what I'm saying? But to be fair, after watching the first episode of Love in Paradise, I did say to you guys, listen, this season is looking controversial. It's looking good. You know what I mean? But what we got right now, Happily Ever After? Yeah, snooze fest. So to be fair, I am actually looking forward to seeing Angela and Michael come through. Not gonna lie to you.
It was a living hell.
Okay.
It was a living hell.
To get him over here?
Yeah.
Because you're going to be, because it seems like you're not coming back. Are you coming back, Angela?
I'm coming back. I'm just getting started.
Okay, so you just get started.
I'm not on here for you to, you know, like I like you because I do. I don't want you to say, let me be nice to you. I want you to stay exactly like you are because we need more people like you that you're neutral. You're just saying what you see and what you heard. Even if it's on my side back, you're saying it. You're saying what you see on it. You're not just going after me or just going after him. You're showing what we have showed you. And I think it's time there's more of you. And I think you're going to make a trend here because that's what blogging's supposed to be about. Not
Angela, but you do know that your behavior
has
been
yes, I do.
I like the response there on his advice, but you do know your behavior is a bit right? I like that response. It's fun though, isn't it? How she's out here trying to tell on advice, he's saying that there should be more people on the internet just like her. But the thing is though, if people told you, Angela, of how you should be, do you like it? No. I mean, and what I mean is basically if she's saying people should be more like that advice, basically you're saying that maybe if she watches me, telling me that I should be more like that. To be fair, I am, to be fair. I mean, in terms of the fact that I do try and say things on both sides anyway, everybody knows this. When you watch my channel, you know when I say my opinions, I always give the devil's advocate on both sides. It may not be every single video that I make, but every other video I'm like, you know what, guys, actually, I've always from this person's side. You know what I mean? If you're part of the channel, you know what the hell I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Also, subscribe if you're new to the channel at this moment in time. Come on, don't waste my... Yeah. But either way, the point being is, it's quite interesting how she's there to tell any advice about other people or how other people should behave. But the thing is, though, I'm sure every single person that blogs, vlogs, makes videos, talks about Angela Dean, I've been telling her how she should behave for God knows how many years, and she hasn't even done none of that. So to be honest with you, I don't know who you want to be telling anybody how they should be behaving when you can't even listen to nobody else. You see what I'm saying? Was it preach what you? Is it preach what you say? You know the saying. Yeah.
And you know what? I'm a godly person. I say, oh God, you know, why don't I just let it go or let But
yeah, because I don't understand why you. I don't understand why you go on TikTok and you be raging like that. You need to.
Oh, I just had a meltdown. Because I go through a lot. I just had a meltdown, and it just got to me. And yeah, I'm not banned like Kibbles and Bits says. I'm not banned. I call her Kibbles and Bits because she's a piece of Kibbles and Bits.
Well, we ain't going there.
I did. I don't want to go there, but we did. I did have a meltdown. Of course, I'm human. Like what the shit. I don't think half the people like understand, like you got to be a strong person to be on reality show, number one, because they're
You gotta
coming
be a
for you.
strong person to be a content creator too. Doing what we
Number
do,
one.
we got to be strong. But I know
Yeah.
you on TV with with a lot of people. But Angela, you need to shut your damn TikTok off because
Yeah.
even you know what your character is, you know what your behavior is. I
Right.
don't know how much of it is produced or how much it is actually you,
Right.
right? I got
Right.
a feeling that it's 80% you and 20% right produced, right?
Okay.
But you know your character, you know how you are, you know you go off, you know
Yeah.
that you rant and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I did. I'm not defending that.
Do you
But
want
see,
to
what people don't know is, and 20 minutes later, we're over it. But they don't ever see the part where Michael cusses me out and said I'm an old bitch. Y'all never hear none of that part.
True.
See, and that, it's not no one's fault but mine. I know what I signed up for. I know I keep this relevant with my realness, but the realness also goes more than you see. Like nobody knows a woman don't just say you son of a bitch for no reason. No, if that's the case, I should be in a mental institution, shouldn't I? Because I'm clearly nuts. You don't see but 15 minutes, and mine's not scripted. I don't know about anybody else's, no, but they don't have time to put it all in there. There's 7 other couples. People got to remember that. And yes, I make a lot of ratings because I am real and I am honest and I don't shade nothing. And that's, some people say it's my downfall, and some people say that it's a good thing. Yes, I need to calm it down, but if I calm it down, what? No one understand it because they understand that he's the good guy, right? Okay, he's a good guy.
I mean, to be fair, generally speaking, like I personally don't believe that Michael's a good guy. To be honest with you, I don't know how many people actually do believe he's a good guy. You know what I mean? I can list a whole bunch of reasons why he's actually not a good guy. It's just a matter of the fact is though, you have put him in a position where you've made him look like as if he could be a good guy. But generally speaking, if you look at Michael on paper, he's not a good guy. I mean, I'm not blind to that. You know what I mean? Nobody's blind to that. I mean, well, I hope nobody's blind to what. But at the end of the day, though, sometimes in life you get 2 people who are as bad as each other, but then you get one that is far worse than the other one. And the one that is always far worse is the one that's always going to overshadow the one that is not as bad. Or at least the one that is the loudest is always going to overshadow the one that is the quietest. You see what I'm saying? Because generally speaking, you can get 2 people. Both of them can be very manipulative, but one can be manipulative, like loud and in your face, and you just know it. And one can do it quietly and do it quiet and slightly. And usually that's the most dangerous person, if you dig what I'm saying, right? And that's why when it comes to Angela Michael now, like I said before, she was playing checkers while he was playing freaking chess, because she was loud on the board and he was nice and quiet, moving around, and he was like, yep, checkmate, I got you. You see what I'm saying? Okay. But generally speaking, though, I think people would be blind to think that Michael is this freaking saint, because really and truly, this is a man that decided to stick around for God knows how many years with somebody that on screen wasn't treating right, and that is a poor display. Him doing it as a poor display because he's basically advertising to other men out there or other people out there that, hey, as long as you want to get that green card, you should stick around and take as much abuse as possible. That's not been a very good role model. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's not somebody that anybody should look up to. You know what I mean? Like, so we've seen that as well. Okay, and then also on top of the fact that obviously he waited around for freaking green card, he took the treatment that she was giving for freaking green card. Really and truly, I'm thinking, boy, is your life that bad? Like, bro, do you not have any ambitions? Can you not find other ways? Can you not do other things with your life? So yeah, but listen, I get it though. I get it. Obviously, how Michael is perceived is definitely by many people is definitely more in the brighter light than it is in the opposite. But that is because of you, Angela, because you are the louder character. So therefore, it is what it is. You create this scenario of him to be the babyface and for you to be the heel. With people that don't watch wrestling, babyface, heel means you're the bad person, you're the villain. Just in case you don't know wrestling, but whatever. Because that was a wrestling term there. But yeah, let's continue.
Have you been to dinner with us? Have you been to my home? Have you been with me to Nigeria? Have you hung out with us? Do you really know me from a show? Do you really think this man, if he let me stay 7 years and all of a sudden hauled ass and don't want to fix his marriage?
But Angela, I'm telling you, we and you are like the same age.
Yeah.
You like the same age.
I've always been a young soul.
Angela, there's no way in the world that you're going to tell me that one little instinct did not say this fucker who keeps cheating on me is going to come to America. We all saw it coming. We knew.
See, that's the story of Love is Blind, though, because I've never put up with that shit. I just thought, from listening to people online and stuff, he's from another culture, his family, give him time, he'll be better. There's more than me just dealing with it. I tried to stick with what his family was guiding me. He'll be better when you get him over there. Y'all can enjoy your life and go places. And it ain't just me thinking that, other people's talking to me and that's all I can say.
But it all
Nah. You thought you put the fear of that man. You thought the man was just going to leave you. Don't lie. That's why you was keeping tabs on him. You know what I mean? Like, keeping tabs on him as if you're the freaking FBI. Like, don't be moving mad. Nah. You're still hurt that he outmaneuvered you.
Them though, it benefits his family.
He would have never been famous without me. Let's face it.
True.
Listen, we were together a year and a half before we got on the show. He didn't ever want to be on the show. Now go look at his cameos. Ooh, now you take Fiancé. What? But you don't want to be on the show, but now you're publicizing yourself for 90 Day Fiancé. It's all good. I don't have no, listen, I'm the kind of person it takes a lot for me to walk. I mean, that's my downfall. I will hang in there the longer than most people in any situation, friendships, whatever. Forgive, bring them back after they shitted on me. That's just who I am. And that's another reason why I believe, from me, now my opinion, God bless me in other ways, because y'all only see the bad shit I do, but you really don't know the good. And I'm not trying to convince nobody. I'm telling you from my heart, I'm a good person. I don't take shit.
You whooped your girlfriend's ass in the hotel, Angela.
Well, we didn't. See, that was another. We got an argument and we tripped, and we're still best friends.
You whooped your ass.
No, you would have seen it. We tripped. If you really knew, both of us entwined and tripped. We're still best friends. That's a real friend. How many times you've been younger? There was never a punch throat or nothing. We just didn't come on in because we didn't care. Because that's my baby right now. We're like sisters, Italian sisters. I still I'm Italian. Anytime you're in this light, they're going to make it look the way it's going to get people to view their stories here. Did we show our ass? Yes, we did. Did we cut?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. I'm not the first one's ever done that. I'm sure I'm not going to be the last. Did we tell it the story why? We don't have to. We know why. And we both cried on the phone on the way home. She's calling my daughters, and I'm talking to her daughters, and it just one of them nights you just have a thing, But we didn't tell social media. It's none of their business. We're real friends.
So, Angela, do you want people to? Let me ask you a question since you're here. And thank you for coming up.
No, thank you for just. I didn't mean to come and do your show, and I didn't get no special treatment. I just really appreciate you from my heart for being.
No, it's good. I saw you in the comment. I'm like, okay, she on here. That's all. So, Angela, how do you want the people to view you, and how do you believe that the stuff that you do that people would? How do you want to be seen?
Well, I'm not going to change for nobody. If you treat me good, go back to the first before the 90 days and see how happy my interviews were, and see how happy, and he's on the other side talking bad about me, that I'm big, that I'm loud. I was so happy to be there. I worked 3 freaking jobs, took care of my mother, took care of the grandkids. I had to bust my ass and work 3 jobs, 2 regular in the week and then on the weekend to get over there. I had to pay my own freaking light. I had to pay my own hotel. I busted my ass. That's why I look a hot mess when I landed there. I was give out. And then I had to deal with finding out little things. I don't want people to view me no way. Watch the show. That is me. I'm not scripted. But let's remember.
Yeah, let's remember that you're not scripted. You're not scripted, so who you are on the show is exactly who you are as a person. But yet you're complaining that people are judging you based on a show. God damn, make it make sense. I won't lie to you, I just feel like I'm listening to a whole lot of waffle here. I mean, listen, to be honest with you right now, like, shout out to Auntie's advice, because, she's definitely holding Angela accountable, you know what I mean? No matter what Angela says, she's still bringing up certain things, you know what I mean? She's like, but what about the time you had to fight your friend, though? But what about what about the cheating, though? What about, listen, shout out. I like that, I love that. But, the answers that we're getting, though, those answers are definitely deflections, if you ask me personally, you know what I mean? They're like, they're just deflections. Let me just say that. Yeah, just swerving it, giving an answer that isn't really an answer to the actual situation. Like, come on. Nah. Anyway, let's continue with this human being that claims to be, a child at heart. Which, yeah, we can see that.
When people meet me in person, we do greet meets. You're supposed to take the picture and let them go. I cannot do that, Miss Vicky. They come all that way.
Auntie.
And I'm not, Auntie Vicky, sorry. I'm not a movie star. I appreciate them loving me for me, but I take out, and it usually takes 2 hours at greet meets. It takes mine 5, because everybody that waits in that line that's come there and paid to see me, I'm not just taking a picture with them people. I've got to give them time. They came to see me, and without them, I wouldn't be shit on this show. And that's real. And if I can help somebody, I will. But I will not let people think they're going to talk all kind of way to me and think I'm going to take it. I'm not going to do it.
So, Angela, let me ask you another question while you're on here. So I hear what you're saying, right? But I want to ask this one question. Kiki and Kibitz on her channel showed played a clip of you cussing somebody out, saying, "I know where you are. This is my country."
And I can't speak on that because this is what you'll see.
Okay.
She don't know. Maybe I don't know what she knows. All I know is I don't care for that woman. She knows I don't. And she's sitting there, a legend shit, not even saying a legend, and it's one voice. You're hearing one voice. You're hearing one voice. You're hearing one voice. The thing about her is you was no views until my name came into your chat. And now you're blowing up because all you do is film about me, what I do on TikTok. You like literally stalk me to have a viewing. It's not, let her do
Angela,
it.
that was shady. Angela, that was shady.
It's the facts. I tell the truth.
Angela, that was shady.
Nobody knew her name until she brought me and Michael in it. Nobody. And it's facts. I never knew her. I know all the bloggers. I've been seeing you. I just never listened to your content. Someone said you need to listen to Aunt Vicky. And I said, oh, she's coming for me too. And they said, I think it'll shock you.
Goddamn Aunt Vicky.
Auntie.
Auntie, yeah.
Auntie Vicky. Is it Auntie or Auntie Vicky?
Auntie's advice.
Well, you're very beautiful, Queen. But I'm not here to defend myself and want you to change. And I just
How do you go on someone's channel and not read the name? It says Auntie's advice. Who the hell was Vicky? Like, Auntie's advice. Like, what the hell's going on in that? Put some respect. She wants to talk about stalking and all that kind of stuff. I think, to be honest with you, booking a flight from the States all the way to Nigeria without informing your partner that you're gonna be coming there, I think that is stalking right there. Just turn up at his door, you know what I mean, vandalizing his door, him pushing him and vandalizing his car, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's stalking right there. That's international stalking. Somebody literally, you know, obviously watching what you're doing and reporting it. Like, I mean, listen, depending on the context, yes, it could be stalking, but in this context, it's not. It's literally called somebody getting content. It's just, yeah. It's called content creating, okay? That's what it is. Like, come on, relax that. That's why Auntie would be like, you're being shady right now. She's being shady right now. Come on, you're moving mad. Angela's moving mad. But anyway, we continue with Auntie advice. It's video with Angela, not Auntie Vicky. Put some respect.
Why? Because she you call somebody cousin, but you say we'll see that.
I can't tell you because this person's been in the picture longer than I knew. And it goes back to like yes, and then yes. And then my husband said he didn't know him, and then you find out coming up he does know these people. He just lie.
Oh, so this is part of like a network?
Well, I can't say. Just pay attention when I can't. I'm already getting notes now. Get off. You know, but because I don't. And that's not why I'm here. I just want to let you know I really appreciate you. Keep up your work. And I will be watching, and I'm gonna let people know if you want the real good news, you go listen to a woman that's taking all scenarios. You know, that's what blogging should be. Because you don't know neither one of us.
No, I don't. And
you only know what you see. And does anybody think a man is perfect to start with? Come on. Ain't no man perfect, but God.
And that's why I'm shocked that you would say that you did not suspect anything.
Exactly. Look at this. Oh, hey man, ain't perfect. Yes, we know nobody's freaking perfect, but just like Honest Wife just said right here. Well, with that being said, though, you can't be telling us that you didn't see it coming. Come on, man, get the hell out of it.
I did. But I bought it because I really loved him.
But you said it's season after season after season.
It was, but I thought, you know, honestly, he would change. I thought he would change. That's my downfall. I'm telling you what you're asking me the question. That's the truth. Did I fight myself with it every night, especially in Abidjan? You fucking better believe I did. I didn't know what to do. Bring him, make him stay there for what I found. I did not know what to do. And then once you pull a visa, it's done. It's done.
You did his spousal visa.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. I seen his ass show up the other day on Instagram talking about he doing a what do you call it? Where you do like the little video for people?
A cameo. When he was doing cameos before, he only made $9,000 in 3 years. And I'm not gonna tell you how much I made bigger. But if you didn't make it then, you think because you did what you did to me that you're gonna get the videos?
But the account is you and him are on the account. So is this y'all a joint account?
No, it's no joint. You can't do a joint account with Cameo. When at the beginning, you know, because he was married, his money went to my account. But that's not their business. Like I spent all his money. We live in a new house that he wanted. We thought he was coming, remember, with the K1. So we were planning then, you know, our lifestyle, a bigger house. You know, this just goes deeper than what people, it's their business. If they want to believe Michael, listen, I got $3,000 in freaking clothes that I bought when I landed here because it was freezing. They're all in there with tags on it. Like, and I just
was wondering why he was using an Instagram page that y'all own together. So I just was like, okay, what the fuck is going on?
We didn't have one together. You know, he had to take it down and was on the show so I could talk about this. He cheated the 1 hour after he put Instagram up in 2022 when he was mad at me thinking I was dating Billy when I was trying to help Billy get a kidney. He never asked me why I do things. He never told me to take it down. He didn't do shit. So I was trying to help the guy and everything I did. I'm very smart. I hashtag kidney awareness, you know, kidney failure. And he just put his Instagram up in the first hour. He got that girl. 1 hour and 1 week telling her he loved her. 1 week. 1 week. 1 freaking week.
Yeah, because
I'm a forgiving person. That's what people say. I stole my ass, but I'm a forgiving person. I'm not perfect. All I know is I loved him. Yes, I seen the red flags. Yes, I did. But I fought with myself because he is younger. Maybe if we hadn't got on the show, we wouldn't have been this predicament. But I believe if we hadn't got on the show, I would never found out all this shit. Because no one knew his name until me. No one gave a shit if he had water. No one gave a shit if he ate. Now all of a sudden you got to name these other.
I guess I'm the one that needs to tell her this. Michael never cared about the fame. Michael never wanted to go on the show. Why? Because he had already known you for a year plus, and in that time, he was already doing what he needed to do, and that was grooming you until he could get that freaking green card. Whether or not he would have gone on the show or not, his plan would have never changed. he ain't never cared about the fame. He ain't never cared about even the money that comes with the fame. All he's ever cared about is getting the freaking green card. So stop talking about how you made him famous, because he doesn't care about that. If he was somebody that really cared about the fame part, you don't think right now he'd be doing things to keep the ball rolling? You see what I'm saying? He don't care about that. He just wanted to get to the States. And if coming on the show with you was a way for him to get to the States, well, he was going to come on the show. Why? Because at that time, he was playing the whole game of like, I'm just going to do whatever she wants, okay? So therefore, you know, he can make you believe that all these things, you see what I'm saying? But the goal was not to be famous. The goal was to get to the States. Get that through your head.
Other Nigerians are all of a sudden your best friends because I come over there and they're over here now. They're your best friends. Where were they when they lived in your neighborhood? Because he's got fame now. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say this, and I'm going to be in so much trouble, but
Just say it.
He might not see it, but like you said, I didn't see the red flags. Of course I did. I fought them. If he doesn't see these people connected with you since you've been on the show, none of them cared about you. You didn't have followers. You didn't have shit. Now they see a way to maybe get his name to write on this little business or this business. Well, good luck. Because one thing I don't do is hide behind God when I'm wrong, and I'm wrong a lot. And I pray on it, and I admit, like you asked me, yes, I know I'm a little bitch when I'm upset. I know. But when I'm not upset, I'm the sweetest, loving person. But when you bring that out of me, maybe it does trigger me from, you know, back in the day. That's why I never wanted to get married again. And I didn't want to get married to him. You know, my mom was sick. All that was a rush. That was a rush. And now I see it, but that's all I can say because I'm not all set up now.
Your mom been gone for what, 3 years now, Angela?
She died a week after I got back. I had to come home out after I got married.
Was it like 3 years ago now?
Yes, ma'am. 2020. It's 4 now, right? 3 or 4, I think. But
it felt like we all loved your mama so much, Angela.
She was
it felt like all of us lost your mama when she passed away.
Yeah,
that's why I know it was 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I'm not here to cut him down or you know what? I just hope they think when I said, and I say it proudly, you got the wrong American, and you do. Because if you think I'm gonna sit here and pay your way and you scam me, you got another thing coming. I'm not paying shit.
You know what, Angela? That's what I was gonna ask about.
I'm not paying nothing.
Did they put a new Trump, your boy Trump? Did they put a new law in place that if you brought somebody over here on the K1 visa that you take care of?
Yo, this is the way she was like, yeah, your boy Trump. She had to emphasize on that one. Yo. Yo, if that went over your head, that went over your head. But yeah, that's crazy. I want to say this though before we even continue, right? Under this advice, she's in the wrong profession. She should be like in that what's that profession where you have to keep hostage in negotiator. You know in films when you watch the hostage negotiator and they not even that, the person that has to just you know like when you need to track someone down but you have to keep them on the phone for like 30 seconds plus. That's the job that she should be in because she's doing such a great job at keeping Angela there because there's times Angela's like, I gotta go. Like, well, she's not saying it, but like, she needs to go now, you know what I mean? Like, but then like, Ali's like, yeah, let me ask you another question. You know, actually, I'm gonna ask you one more question. And then another question. Hey, I like the way she done this though. She kept Angela going and going and going. She's done a fantastic job. Even at one point as well, Angela was like, I shouldn't be saying this. And it's like, just say it. She says so calm. Just say it. Like, you know, I was like, hey, yo, you're in the wrong profession. Maybe you are in that profession. You know what I mean? Really know how to, prolong a conversation. But let's continue.
For the rest of their life?
That's a K1. That's a K1.
Okay.
That's a K1. We didn't get a K1. He immediately didn't want to wait on the letter. He wanted to marry. And that's where I didn't.
So how long have you beholden to him, Angela?
Well, you should ask his buddies because they all know the visa more than I do, and they know more than. Listen, do you remember my lawyer Lou said, "If you know so much, Michael, why did you hire me?" It was on televised because he got sick of Michael telling him what he was doing wrong, and he's been a lawyer, immigration lawyer for 30 years. They know more about the visa than they know about their future. I don't even know the much shit they know about it. But what I do know is, I'm not going nowhere right yet.
But you got to take care of him for what, 10 years, Angela?
Yeah.
If he get away with what he's getting away with.
He's not
I'm
going to
tell you right now, Angela, you know you, I know you, we all seen you. We've been watching you on this show. You know goddamn well, even though he's swindled, he deserved to be here. Michael deserved.
No, I disagree. No. Okay, because the way I acted and what y'all seen, no, he doesn't. Because he didn't come. He told the government he loved me and he come here for love, but that was not it from the beginning, and I have proof of it. He wanted the American visa. He's gotten over here, and he proved it when he left too early. You do not do that shit And no one deserves to use nobody from their heart and take away because they scream and holler and people don't see why she screams. He does not deserve to be here. He does not deserve to be here, and he knows he does not. You lied to the people on the show. I don't know who didn't watch the show. How many times did he admit his lying? And I think I deserve to be appreciated a little bit putting up with his shit because I wasn't desperate for no man.
I mean, to be honest with you, like, personally for me, I wouldn't say that he deserves to be in the States, you know, because if you really think about it, right, on the grand scheme of things, the amount of people that use people to be in a country, whether that's the States, whether that's the UK, whether that's Canada, could be any other country, right? It's ugly. And to be honest with you, I think given the fact that Michael's Nigerian, probably makes it worse because you see, there's a vlogger that I watch, okay, Tayo, and he's a Nigerian guy, and he travels. His whole channel is based on traveling, and he started by traveling around just Africa itself, the continent, okay, and then started going overseas to other places, the Bahamas, New York, the London, blah blah. But he said though, because he's Nigerian and because of the fluid that happens with women and people being scammed all the time, there's many countries that basically denied him access. There was even countries in Africa when he was there that denied him entry because Nigerians have such a bad reputation. You see what I'm saying, okay? For this kind of stuff, basically. So really and truly, I'm not going to sit here and be a hypocrite and say that, Michael's an exception. He's not an exception. Do you know what I mean? He's just as bad as every other a human being in general, regardless of where they're from, that use others to get to places. You see what I'm saying? Okay, that's not cool. That's not kind. This, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter who you're doing it to. It's something you shouldn't do. If you really want to get to a certain location, you have to find a way that is respectful. Find a way that is legal. You see what I'm saying? Find a way that doesn't involve using another person. Do you see what I'm saying? Whether that person's a good person or a bad person, it's just not the way. But also on top of that, because of how it affects other people in your country, it's not nice. You see what I'm saying? I remember what's his name, the guy that I watched. He had to get a hold of a passport in a legal way. You know what I mean? He made a whole video about how he had to basically, get a hold of a passport, and it cost him so much money. He had to get a passport that was not Nigerian. But yeah, it's just this. Let me not sway too much into that story. You know what I mean? But either way, though. So for me personally, I can't be a hypocrite and say, "Oh, Michael should be accepted," because he shouldn't be an exception. It doesn't matter how bad of a human being Andrew team is. The grand scheme of it, so many people get used, on a daily basis, and it's just disgusting, really disgusting. And again, I feel like it's far worse even when you are Nigerian for the most part because they're blacklisted in so many freaking countries. But hey, we continue.
Yeah, I know they've been. I know I'm on a live right now. Well, talking about a Pepsi being not drunk is not concerning to me. Like, right on the way. Like, try another one. But no, just your opinion, and I respect it. But no, he does not deserve to be here. If that's the case, everybody wants to use a woman, your grandma, your grandkids, or a man. A woman use a man just come up for a green card, and because he catches on, he tries to fight it verbally. That does not give no one right. You get married, and you say you married for love. You didn't say you just want to come here for a green card. If that's the case, I wouldn't have brought him if he would have told me.
Yeah, but he knew that, Angela. Angela, he knew you weren't gonna bring him in here if he had told you the truth.
So why does he deserve to be here? Why does he deserve to be here on false pretenses? Why?
Because y'all went through a bunch of stuff, Angela. You put
my actions and his auntie does not give him the right to use me for a visa. Nobody deserves that. I don't care if it's the Wicked Witch of the West. No woman, man deserves to take responsibility for another person from another country if their intent was really out of love. If he didn't love me and didn't want to come here, why did he stay his ass there? If he deserves a visa, why didn't they prove him the college visa I tried for him? Denied. The K1, they denied. The only way they couldn't deny him was through this spousal, and he knew that. He defrauded everyone because marriage is supposed to be out of love, not a damn visa. And no one deserves to get a visa because the way y'all seen me treat him, but you didn't see the way he treated me because there's no way y'all to see it if you don't get to see it, right? I never talked about it after the show was over. I protected him. That's what I do all my life, protect people besides myself. No more. Nobody deserves a visa. Nobody deserves a visa. It comes out of your taxes, my taxes. Look, I'm older.
They do. But Angela, let me ask you that. Do you think that the network covered it up and we only saw your stuff and not his stuff? Did she freeze? God damn it. Angela. I think she must have damn froze. She froze. Let me drop the link back down here just in case she won't come back up.
She comes back at some point. I just saw her. Hold on a minute.
I think Angela froze.
No, Angela completely freezes. I try to see if she comes back, but she doesn't come back. Yes, she must have bounced. She must have had to leave or something like that. I mean, listen, that was a great freaking video, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? A lot of gems. I mean, again, Ani's advice, she did a great job, you know, really asking the questions, making sure she made certain things clear and whatnot. And yeah, that's just that, you know what I mean? But generally speaking, the matter of fact is, though, Angela had so many opportunities to leave this man, but she chose to not leave this man. And at the end of the day, what has happened, and that's just that. Okay, there's no reason for Angela to even be bitter about it. There's no reason for Angela to even, you know, like, it is what it's happened now. You know what I mean? Okay, the guy literally outsmarted you. That's just the grand scheme of it. Okay, it's simple as 1, 2, 3. That's there's no other way to look at it. But 100% though, you know, I can't be a hypocrite, and I'll say this for sure. But Michael and anyone who uses people to get somewhere, it doesn't deserve to be that. Doesn't deserve to be there. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, I'm also going to say this as a reflection on myself. I've never used anyone to get to anywhere in life. You see what I'm saying? Everywhere that I've got to in life, I've got there by my own hard work. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'd be damned if I sit here and advocate for somebody that used somebody. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that's not a part of who I am as a person. Everybody's gonna have their reasons of why they believe and agree that yes, you know, Michael deserves to be there. Listen, your reasons are yours. Fantastic. They're a reflection of how you see the situation, which is fine. But my reflection is, yeah, nah. But it is interesting though. If he got denied for those amount of visas, that might mean that clearly there's something that he's done that's maybe put him in a position where he's been denied for those visas. You know what I'm saying? Because boy, getting denied for those visas, that's not something that's done lightly. I don't imagine. I think usually something's got to give. You see what I'm saying? So that is quite interesting. And the fact it took him so long to get to the States as well, very interesting. So yay. But nonetheless though, let me know your thoughts and your opinions. I will leave the link down below, of course, for this original one here if you want to watch without my amazing interruptions. Yes. Opinions, if anything, yeah. But nonetheless though, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.